Man, light it up, boys and girls. This is the Blunts and Sports Podcast. Woo-hoo! Whatever you're doing right now, please grab your roach, grab your blunt, grab your coffee, tell a friend that it's on, and let's talk sports. Once again, we want to thank everybody for supporting this platform. Please like this video. Watch our other videos and content on our page. Make sure you share our videos. Comment down below who you think will win the Super Bowl. Today we're going to talk about the NFC and AFC championship games. Go over those scores. We're also going to talk about go into the G League and talk about the South Bay Lakers. They did something great this past coming weekend, and we're also going to review one NBA game that happened on Sunday. So sit back, relax, tell a friend that it's on. Once again, grab your lighter, grab your roach, and let's talk sports. So I think it was January, let's see here, that game was over the weekend. January 24th. The South Bay Lakers and the Rip City Remix went at it. This is a G League game. Young Bronny James, he had a career high on the floor in this one. 31 points, caught a body, dunked on somebody's head. If you haven't seen that highlight, it's all over the internet. Bronny James is coming into his own. He had 31 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, played 35 minutes, 10 for 22 from the field, 5 for 11 for 3. And the South Bay Lakers get it done over the Rip City Remix G League team from Portland. One of their players was Alex Reese. He was balling. He had 32 points. 2 steals, no assists, and 7 rebounds. But unfortunately for the Rip City Remix, they lose to the South Bay Lakers because Bronny James was balling. And I'm telling y'all, man, we can't forget that this is a 19-year-old kid who had cardiac arrest. He had an issue with his heart, so it's going to take time for him to get going. And I really like him being in the G League to develop, to like kind of get that groove of what it's like to play professionally. And all those guys are hungry in the G League. They're ready to play. And they're ready. They play fast. They play like they're ready to step up. So, perfect competition for Bronny, man. Bronny James, keep going, young king. We support you here at the Blunts and Sports Podcast, man. We're going to shout you out every time you do something good, man. We love you over here, man. We appreciate you, young king, man. Keep balling and keep doing what you're doing, man. Shout out to the James family, and shout out to Bronny James, LeBron James, and the whole family. And yesterday, on Sunday, January 26th, in the NBA, the National Basketball Association, it was one game, sadly, overshadowed by the wonderful NFL games over the weekend. But the game on Sunday was the Trailblazers and the Thunder, Oklahoma City Thunder. And Oklahoma City won that game, 118-108. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he was balling. He had 35 points, played 37 minutes, 12 for 25 from the field, 2 for 4 for 3, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Jalen Williams, he had 24 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. He was 2 for 4 for the 3. And for Portland, I think his name is Aviaja. Denny Aviaja from Washington. He had 28 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. He was balling. 4 for 9 for 3, 9 for 16 from the field. but he wasn't balling like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA and the Thunder get it done over the Portland Trail Blazers. Oklahoma City Thunder, they're a good young team. They are 37-8. They just have a young team, man. Young core. They know how to move that ball. They know how to get going. SGA, man, when he gets rolling, they're just hard to beat. They're just really hard to beat. And as you can see, they got the win, and they're rolling. So let's get into it. Now we're going to go to the National Football League. In the NFL, yesterday, which is Sunday, there were 2 games played for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. The biggest game in the world, national game. It is out. It is going to be seen everywhere. This is the Super Bowl. This is what you play for right here. And there were only 2 teams, unfortunately, to make it. It was the Eagles and the Chiefs. In the first game, it was the Commanders and the Eagles. The Commanders end up losing that game in a rout to the Eagles, 55-23. Saquon Barkley, he was balling. He had 3 touchdowns to help the Eagles punch a ticket to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts, he had 246 yards. I think it was he had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. A.J. Brown, he had six receptions for 96 yards, 1 touchdown. He was targeted 8 times. Saquon Barkley, he was going crazy. He had 15 carries for 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. His longest was 60. And let me tell you something. A lot of people say that running in the NFL is not what it used to be, or is not the move anymore. But let me tell you, that's exactly what the Eagles did, and it worked out for them. Also, salute to the Commanders. Let's shout out Jaden McDaniels. I think they just had too many mistakes on the offensive side and the defensive side. And unfortunately, against a good team like Philadelphia, you're not going to win like that. And so Jaden Daniels, he had 255 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He was sacked 3 times. Brian Robinson, he had 11 carries for 36 yards. His no touchdowns. His longest was 7. On the receiving side, Terry McLaurin, he had 3 receptions for 51 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest was 36. Let's call one more out. Let's see here. Zach Ertz, he had 11 receptions, 104 yards, no touchdowns. His longest was 16. So, also, shout out to the Commanders. This is their first year with the new staff, with the new quarterback, and they had an amazing season, man. Amazing season, man. They'll come back stronger, man. You know, unfortunately, for these teams have been there. And the teams that are in the Super Bowl have experience. So, you know, I think that experience showed in these championship game. And you could tell because Philly just ran with the Commanders in this one. So, salute to the Eagles. They're going to the Super Bowl. And the next game was the Bills and the Chiefs. The Bills end up losing that game in a close one, 29-32. Pat Mahomes is on his way to a 3-peat, 3 straight Super Bowls. Let's see if he can get it done versus the Eagles. The Chiefs give Mahomes magic and advance to 3rd straight Super Bowl, beating the Bills 32-29. Let's see who was balling. Let's see, Patrick Mahomes, he had 245 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Kareem Hunt, he had 17 carries for 64 yards and 1 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes did have 2 rushing touchdowns. Xavier Worthy, he had 6 receptions for 85 yards, 1 touchdown. His longest was 26. Let's see here. Juju Smith, he had 2 receptions for 60 yards. His longest was 31. Travis Kelce, unfortunately, he had two receptions for 19 yards. His longest was 11. He was only targeted 4 times. So for the Bills, unfortunately, man, Josh Allen, he came up short again, 237 yards. On the night, 2 touchdowns. James Cook, he had 2 touchdowns with 85 yards. He carried the ball 13 times. Khalil Shakur, he had 6 receptions for 46 yards, no touchdowns. 24 yards was his longest. Mac Hollins, he had 3 receptions for 73 yards, 1 touchdown, and his longest was 34. But unfortunately, man, what a great season too for the Bills to get where they got, and they just always fall short to the Chiefs. Unfortunately, unless Patrick Mahomes is retired or unless the Chiefs, rebuild, I don't see Josh Allen getting past the Chiefs or getting past Patrick Mahomes. He hasn't won a game since he started his career with the Buffaloes, and they started, I think, the same year, Patrick and Josh. But this is just getting, I mean, a little overhand. Comment if you feel sorry for Josh Allen, or if you just you're upset that the Chiefs keep going to the Super Bowl, because a lot of people are upset. You can't really be upset or try to say a team is cheating when they're really just out there to play football, and they're really just out there to enjoy the game and to win at the end of the day. No matter what a ref says or what a fan says, football is football at the end of the day, man. And it's all controlled by your talent, and it's all controlled by your skill and your abilities, and what you could do on the field. And so my belief is that there is little much control in the NFL, or is little much cheating in there, or just people not playing by the book. But for these 2 teams, for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, I guarantee you that they're doing it right. And we need to just stop for a minute, stop with the foolishness, and just realize that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. He's great. We're watching greatness right now, and what he is doing is really special. He's been to the Super Bowl 5 times, and he's been in the NFL for 7 years. That is crazy. That is crazy. The things that he's doing is uncommon. It's top tier, legendary. It's unlike any other, that we've seen. So, if we can't appreciate it, let's just not hate on it, So, in a couple weeks, I think the Super Bowl is February 9th on Sunday on Fox, 6:30 p.m. Comment what you making for the Super Bowl, your best appetizer. Comment if we can come over. Comment if you having a Super Bowl party, what you got going on, what are you doing in the Super Bowl. Let us know. Let us know what you think is going to happen. Comment your predictions down in the chat. And once again, we thank you for listening to the Bunch of Sports Podcast. I'm sorry. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.